when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He'll return it from around the 50. Still on his feet. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So UCLA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw, man, so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense.
There he goes. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 53 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert.
And he'll finish the run.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. That's caught. It's Lynch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Looking downfield, it's Farley. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Farley. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the 1st. Into the secondary on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensive.
lot of room to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score UCLA 21, Northwestern 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Farley. Works the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's...
There he goes! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So now it's 2nd and long. Going to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw, it's Farley. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, UCLA! And they turn it into a defensive score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UCLA.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 25 to Clemson. Never know what's going to...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And
touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Dropping back, it's Farley. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Northwestern will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Fires to the big fella. Racing to the right. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like...
Turning it on! Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. To the air. It's Farley. Blasted as he lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. 22. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air, it's Clark. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Oh, they're after him! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To throw, it's Clark. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Bryant. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. 2nd down coming up. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.